So now we have a public comment period. Those in the room who wish to make a comment based on the day's presentations or comments relevant to the committee's statement of task should come to the microphone. Those on the web can submit comments electronically, and staff will read them out loud at the meeting. Please keep your comments brief. Thank you. So, any public comments, please state your name and where you're from if somebody does.
My name is Bob Griss. I work with the Institute of Social Medicine and Community Health, and I'd like to just pick up on one point that several of the speakers mentioned in passing, and that is that the Flint water crisis really brings together a lot of the issues that this committee is dealing with. I think that we should be, I think this committee would benefit from focusing on approaches that would make sense in the Flint context. And to me, the most interesting thing about the Flint context is that it wasn't always a poor community. My favorite example of a healthy community at one time was Rochester, New York. It isn't the healthy community it was in the 50s and 60s when enlightened corporations like Kodak were playing a major organizing role. So what I think we need to focus on is the political issues that can influence how corporations operate. I was impressed with one of the comments that one of your board members mentioned on incorporation requirements, for example, when corporations operate. So it's not just a question of discretionary public relations. We've seen lots of that in the history of community improvement, and then, but it's not sustainable, and it doesn't really generate the kind of equality that we need in terms of equity. The point I want to make is that the communities that are suffering require political solutions, and this committee could really serve a useful purpose in focusing both on the social movement issues, which the previous meeting dealt with, as well as the evolving political issues that were handled by some of the speakers, but not very much so by this last panel. But anyway, it's very exciting to hear from so many creative people, and I feel very privileged in being able to attend these meetings.
Thank you for attending. Any other questions, comments? Everybody ready to go dancing? Thank you all who have spoken today. I believe I speak for the entire committee when I say that we have learned much and are eager to continue our work. If you have comments or questions, please send those to my colleague here, Amy, the Project Study Director. Please keep in mind that any material you wish to share with the committee will be made public through the Project Public Access file. That is because the National Academies comply with Section 15 of the Federal Advisory Committee Act rules. The meeting is now adjourned. Thank you.